Hey everybody, it's King Koopas here, and welcome back to some more Sonic Adventure 2. In the last part, I explained everything I knew about gradual evolutions. At this point, or this part, we're going to talk about death and reincarnation of Chao. Now, this is a very important part, because Chao, as like every living thing or creature, only live for so long. They live for about 5 Chao years, which translates out to about 15 real-life hours. However, this time can be increased or decreased depending on how well he's been raised. If he's a happy Chao, he'll live longer. If he's been abused, he's going to live for less. I'm just paused here because I made a few changes, and I don't want everything to be instant. Alright, so let's see if my changes worked, and if not, I'll just work on it as it goes. Because, for example, this guy here, I set his life... Or here we go, this guy. As you can see, I set this guy's happiness to absolute lowest, I think it was. Yeah, okay, at the absolute lowest, and I set his life cycle to 0. So this guy is now dying. This is what... oh, wait, no. I did it the other way around. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, when a Chao enters this purple cocoon, that means that it's dying. And when a Chao dies, it has two options. It's either going to be reincarnated, or it's going to be dead, permanently gone. As you can see, since this guy was set to a very happy when he died, because he was happy when he died and he was raised well, he's going to reincarnate, because he's in this purple cocoon. So I'm just kind of waiting for this now. And after you're done, as you can see, a Chao who reincarnates leaves an egg behind. And if you hatch the Chao, you'll have exactly the same Chao that you had. The only thing you won't have is any animal parts, and he'll be reverted back to a child. So you can re-raise him. So we throw him up against the wall. And as you can see, it's the exact same Chao that we had before. Same facial expression, same everything. Now, something that isn't shown here. When a Chao reincarnates like this, all its stats or its levels are set to 1, and it keeps 10% of all the skills that it had when it reincarnates. So if, like for example, if your child is level 99 in everything, it would keep 10% of its skills and then revert back to level 1 on everything, so you can raise it again. This is an excellent way to raise a Chao who like has low stats but you want to keep using. You can reincarnate him and you still have, you know, a leg to stand on. I'm going to go ahead and wake this guy because I set this guy to not reincarnate, I hope. If not, then I'm going to have to fix that. Let's see if it actually does it properly. Yep, here we go. And now let's say that poor old chappie, he was brought into this... wait, did I screw it up? I think I screwed it up. I can't tell. I can't tell when it's fading in. I think I did it wrong. Yeah, I did it wrong. I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. Jesus, I had to do it the old-fashioned way of actually abusing the... Okay, whatever. Anyway, if a Chao is very sad when it reincarnates or when it dies, it's going to form this more of a gray cocoon, as you can see here. When this happens, you are about to see the last of your Chao, because once this happens, you get that sad little music, and this is the last you ever see of your Chao. As you can actually see, there's nothing inside the egg, and the Chao is gone forever. So, you may be wondering, oh, well, what happens if this Chao I liked, but I can't get it to reincarnate? Well, you know, this happens, for example. What you can do is, if you're very quick, is you can go, if you can exit the level and come back in, pick up the Chao before it's about to die, and then start loving it, like start grinding hearts, essentially. Because every time it forms 1 heart by either, you know, giving it an animal or drive or something like that, it gets its happiness increased. And if you can get its happiness high enough, when it reincarnates, it'll actually reincarnate. So, that pretty much covers the basics of reincarnations, but there's one very, very important feature that I haven't mentioned. If we take the Chao over to the kindergarten, which I'm going to do, and this isn't necessary, but I just want to show. Health center. And if we look at its medical charts, I don't care about stats. As you can see, it says times transformed 1, actually. I'm not sure if that's the right one, but times transformed. I don't know, something about it. I don't know if that's the one that actually counts it. But all I know is since our Chao has been reincarnated once, nothing happens yet, but there is something very special that you can do. There is a special type of Chao called the Chaos Chao. And I don't know if I can get it. I'm going to try and get it, like 3 fusions Chao Edgar, but no guarantees. But essentially put, the Chaos Chao is very hard to get. But if you can get a Chaos Chao, it is immortal. It will not die. It has infinite lifespan. So that's a very nice thing to have. You know, if you have a Chao that you really just adore and you never want to worry about it dying, you can make it a Chaos Chao. Which is Chaki's intended life destiny once I eventually get him. So in the meantime, let's take our unnamed little chump here, and I'm going to see what I can do about getting him into a Chaos Chao. So I'll meet you back here if I can successfully do this. It is staring into your soul. But anyway, this is the neutral Chaos Chao. There are 3 types. There's Chaos Neutral, Chaos Hero, and Chaos Dark. This is the neutral variant of the Chaos Chao. As you can see, they look pretty damn awesome. However, kind of the downside to them is that they don't have a smile, like they can't smile. However, I still think they're cute, and I think they're really awesome to look at. This is pretty much like the final stage at the evolution of Chao. If you want to get 100% in Chao World, in my opinion, this is like one of the things that, like a goal you should set. Because once I've gotten a Chaos Chao, legit, I'm probably never going to touch Chao World again, just because, yeah, I'm lazy. But anyway, how to get a Chaos Chao. Anyway, when a Chao has died and reincarnated twice, on its 3rd life, you can essentially, what you have to do is, it needs to be happy, it needs to be on whatever element you want, either neutral, hero, or dark, and you need to give it 1 of every animal in the game. And then, you can give it drives, but you can only give it drives, like, if it doesn't influence. It has to be, like, it's like its running stats, like its stats, it has to be set to neutral. There can't be a dominating stat. Like, no running power or anything like that. It's got to remain neutral. And if you can do all of that, when it goes into its egg, it'll come out as a Chaos Chao. Alrighty, so that, I think, pretty much covers everything by the way, he's using crayons there. This pretty much covers everything I really wanted to talk about Chao. There's probably so much that I missed. But this is about as comprehensive as I can get. This is all I know. Well, as much as I can think of off the top of my head. So that pretty much concludes the main guide here. So, I think, in the next part, and that's adorable, I'm done gouging over. In the next part, I think we are going to start going for the emblems of Chao World. We only got 9 left, and there's only 1 place we can get them. And that's at, over here behind the waterfall, at the Chao Races and Chao Karate. So with that, I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.